So it's day 2 of this Daniel fast, and so far it's been fairly easy, the eating portion. But the most important part is acknowledging the reason that I'm doing this, and it's to just show God, that I see Him making me grow and giving me power in my mind, my body, and my spirit, like I said. And today, the title of the Daniel fast is Go to Mount Moriah. And Mount Moriah is where Abraham was told by God to go and sacrifice his one and only son. And Abraham had waited years to have a baby. And it says he was 99 when Abraham had Isaac. And so he was 100 years old when he became a father to Isaac, and Sarah, his wife, was the same age, I'm thinking. I don't really remember for sure. I'm going to have to go back and see. But yes, they were both around 100 and had Isaac. And Isaac is the one that ended up birthing all of Israel. So God promised Abraham that he would make his descendants as numerous as the stars. And he was going to make his descendants through Isaac. So this didn't make any sense to Abraham why God would tell him to sacrifice his son, Isaac. But ultimately he knew that he needed to love God more than anything on this earth, than anything that belongs to him, that anything that God had given to him, including his son Isaac. So Abraham did it. He went up to Mount Moriah, and he was ready to sacrifice his son. And just as he was about to kill him, God sent an angel down and told him to not do it. And they provided a sacrifice themselves by bringing a ram to the mountain. And a ram popped up, so Abraham grabbed that ram, and he sacrificed that ram instead of his son. And because of this, God told Abraham that his blessings would increase, and that he sees how much Abraham loves him. And with this story, this is where it makes things look a little bit crazy. It can make anyone who believes in the Bible look crazy, right? Who wants to love anything more than their kids? Why would a God, want you to love him more than your own kids? And the answer is simple. It's because God loves your kids more than you love your kids. So, God loves my boys more than I do. And that's a really hard concept to grasp, but it's the truth. And that's the ultimate comfort for me as a parent, is knowing that no matter how much I love my boys, no matter how much I would sacrifice for my boys, God would do more, and God does more for them. And so all he asks in return is that we love him more. So the challenge in the Daniel fast today is to go to your own Mount Moriah, to find anything that you might put before God, and acknowledge it, and basically place it to the side, and put God first in your life. And so with that being said, of course, my family has always been my number one, starting with my parents and my siblings, my sisters and my brother, and all of their kids, my nephews and Mia, my niece. They've always been my number one. From when I was young, I became an aunt at 6, and that's been like my identity my whole life. And then once I had kids of my own, it just grew even more, my love for them, and my, putting them first always. And so with that being said, God is asking me to place that to the side and give it all to him and make him my number one. And I am choosing to do that today. That doesn't mean I love my family any less or my boys any less, but it just means that, I'm trusting God will provide for them more so than I ever will. He'll love them more so than I ever will. So why would I, choose to not let him do that? Knowing how much I love my family, why would I deny them a love from somebody that loves them more? I can't do that. And so with that being said, I just put God first, and I encourage everybody to do the same. And call me crazy, but God is love, and that's the answer to today's challenge, I guess, is to love God more than anything else on this earth. Yeah, God bless.